It's time for our weekly Poker News Roundup. Let's start off with the Global Poker Awards, which you may have heard all about in the last videos I've done, as well as all over PokerNews.com. The awards took place Friday, April 5th at the Poker Central Studios in Las Vegas. I attended. I did a lot of stuff on Instagram and Instagram Live. It was such a blast, so I wanted to shout out Eric Danis and the GPI for hosting an amazing upscale event. First congratulations goes to my girl, Sarah Herring, for winning Poker Journalist of the Year and looking like a fucking movie star. She's been nominated for this award almost every year except for last year and is so deserving and works her butt off and does so much more than read off of a teleprompter and interview people. She does so much work in video content behind the scenes as well as the podcast, as you guys probably know. So yay, finally a win for Sarah. Another winner that I was super excited about, he won People's Choice Poker Personality of the Year. Now the People's Choice Award was voted on by the people, you folks at home, and not decided by the nomination jury. The guy who won is Brad Owen, who is an actual vlogger, despite all the controversy around what a vlogger is or isn't. Brad Owen also hit the 100,000 subscriber mark on YouTube the same week. So huge week for Brad Owen. Congratulations there. Streamer of the Year went to, no surprise, and totally deserving Lex Deuce. Lex Deuce also had a huge week because he held his first poker tournament series in Belgium called Lex Live. Over 1,000 people entered the main event, and it was Danny DeVos who took home the first place prize of over 37,000 euros. It was Johnson who won Tournament Performance of the Year for winning the Event of the Year. How could it be anything other than the World Series of Poker main event? Moment of the Year went to, as I predicted, Justin Bonomo for winning all of the money in 2018. Speaking of Johnson and Justin Bonomo, they both tweeted out that they are going to be having player cards made of them released by Topps. You guys remember Topps. Didn't realize they were still in business, but maybe that means my Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card is worth something now. There's some other amazing people who won awards, including Maria Ho for Broadcaster of the Year. It was so nice to see Maria honored because she is so generous with her time. As you guys know, Maria plays full-time poker, so the fact that she goes into the booth, does commentary, does hand analysis, does interviews, it's just amazing how much she gives back to the poker community and how good she is at her job. Another one of my favorite people, Angelica Hale, and from World Poker Tour, took down the Industry Person of the Year award. She's the first woman to win this award, and she's done amazing work growing World Poker Tour, and they actually just announced they'll be having a tournament in Taiwan for the first time coming up later this year. The Pocket Fives Legacy Award went to none other than the winningest online tournament poker player of all time, Chris Mormon. Now, it should come as no surprise that Chris went straight from the award show to an 8 a.m. flight to Vancouver and, of course, banked an online tournament. Chris beat out a field of 744 entries to win the 888 Poker XL Blizzard for just over $21,000. Moving on to halfway across the globe, from Vegas to Estonia, where the Patrik Antonius Poker Challenge took place. It was namesake Patrik Antonius who took down his own 10K high roller for 78,000 euro. He beat out a field of 20 players, but of course, he was in for 4 times himself, so luckily, Antonius made some money on that one. It was Ruiz who won the Patrik Antonius Poker Challenge main event. The buy-in for that was 1,500 euro, and Ruiz took home just over 57,000 euro. Ruiz held the chip lead since day 2 of the tournament, didn't let it go, and took it down. And what would an inaugural Patrik Antonius event be without a high-stakes cash game? They ended up playing 100 euro blinds, PLO with a 200 euro big blind ante. Noticeable faces like Jungle Man, and then someone I haven't seen in a long time, Zygmunt, aka Alari Sahamis. They played into the wee hours of the morning, exchanging 6 figures back and forth. Moving on from Estonia to Brazil. God, I love how international poker is these days. The winner of the Party Poker Millions Live South American main event is Marty Mathis. Mathis beat out 439 players to take home the first place prize of just over $873,000. Speaking of Party Poker announced they'll be doing another 20 million guaranteed online event November 24th to December 4th of this year. They haven't announced what the buy-in will be, but it's presumed it'll be the same, a $10,300 buy-in, same as last year. And bringing our poker tour around the world back to where we started in Las Vegas, it was Asher Conniff who won the WSOP Circuit event at Bally's. He takes home just over $193,000 and, of course, the beautiful, lucrative WSOP Circuit ring. Our last and most important piece of news is that Darren Elias and his entire family are safe after an armed burglar entered their home. The four-time WPT champ was out with his wife when Shannon Soroka allegedly forced his way into Elias's home, threatening their babysitter with a gun and demanding access to Elias's cash. The 19-year-old babysitter was babysitting Elias's 2-year-old daughter at the time. She was forced into a separate room but managed to escape and get help. Thank God. Soroka is now being held at the Burlington County Jail with a number of charges against him. He appears to be a local small stakes poker player. Just be safe out there, guys. And Darren didn't do this, but just saying, don't tweet out pictures of your money if you have a big win. There's been a robbery attempt at Bellagio. This scary thing happened. Just be smart and be safe.